Hello people, my name is Srinivas and this is my last video of YouTube of year 2025 and this is out of the blue because I didn't plan on making this video because it just happened in the heat of the moment and I haven't been consistent on YouTube. I haven't posted for around a year on YouTube I guess, but I have been very consistent on LinkedIn. So in this video I just want to give you a brief about my career, my life update in general, nothing specific. I don't have any agenda for this video, but I do want to share how my life has changed in the course of, let's say, last 2 years or 1.5 years, and how this has changed me as a person as well. So let's get started. For the context, I've completed my engineering from a tier 3 college in my hometown itself. So I did do a decent job of being a good student because I was always more into data and AI. So mostly my college subjects didn't excite me as much except the database subject. So I completed my engineering around 2 years ago or 1.5 years ago. I don't even remember. Let's say 1.5 years. And then after during my last semester, I pursued a software engineering internship where I built a POC for a company using MERN stack. They insisted on using PHP, HTML, CSS, but I just wanted to get into some modern tech, so MERN stack was something that I chose. After that internship, I got another paid internship, which was associate data engineering internship, and that was the most life-changing moment I ever had because I always wanted to build my career in data science, but due to the constraints that companies don't hire data scientists and machine learning engineers in fresher positions, I decided to go for data engineering. At least something is better than nothing that falls into the data category. Surprisingly, after that internship, I didn't want to pursue into data science because in that internship, I got to learn a lot about cloud and databases. Being a data engineer, that's very normal. So, and I realized that maybe machine learning algorithms were not the thing for me, and heavy mathematics has always been scaring me. So, I decided to stay into data engineering. After this paid internship of 6 months, I pursued a full time career into data engineering for around a year, let's say, where it was my full time role as a data engineer. So I was sort of promoted from associate data engineer to a data engineer. And very recently, I've made a switch as a Snowflake data engineer into a very young startup. So let's say we are hardly a dozen of engineers currently working. And again, this is a service based company. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this journey. The reason I'm creating this video on YouTube and sharing it with all of you people, I don't even know how many subscribers I have, but let's see how many views does this video get. So this video is about a message, and no, I don't want to be Sandeep Maheshwari or any random ass motivational speaker in this video. I just want to share something really strange that I have been facing in the last 2 months. Although it's quite unbelievable and I should have looked up to it, but maybe I didn't believe in myself enough, and this is why I'm so surprised right now. So over the course of 1 year, when I started my internship as a data engineer and got into the realm of data engineering, I started creating content around everything that I learned. I also made sure that my content is not very generic, and it's highly available on internet by reading some one or two blogs or any random ass website. However, I just tried to make sure that my content is a little differentiating. I put out my thoughts that are not easily available, and I tried to stay consistent as much as possible. And in the first, let's say, 6 months, the responses were very dry. I couldn't find any, I won't say leads, but I didn't get much good response on my LinkedIn posts, my LinkedIn videos, the documents that I tried to share. Maybe because most of my video style were a little tutorial like or teaching style, but either way, I just wanted to stay consistent. I was very lucky that I didn't lose hope on myself. So, because I have always been a teacher at heart, I like to teach things. Even when I pursued my diploma, me and one of my friend was actually really passionate about teaching database, computer networks, Java, and so on back then. So it's very natural for me to speak in front of the camera and teach a few things, use layman terms to make sure that concept is understood as much as possible, and that has been with me for I guess even from my school days as well. So I didn't expect LinkedIn to work out really great for me as much as it is doing for the past 2 months. And the only thing that I regret is, while the same content that I had been posting on LinkedIn, if I would have done that on YouTube, maybe from in the coming 2 to 3 years or even 5 years, I could have gotten much more better response, better reach. And it's not only about reach or monetizing my income. At this point, it is just about building a personal brand, something that people know me for. And on LinkedIn, that has worked out really well. So I had a personalized strategy that I developed myself using GenAI tools and so on, probing hours and weeks to get things right on LinkedIn. And that's how I've actually managed to gain a really high quality network on LinkedIn. I've managed to get really amazing peers, phenomenal mentors, especially mentors from the dream companies where I aspire to work at, and some people that I aspire to be like. So that has been working really great for me. But that's not just it. I have come to a stage where people have started me seeing as a subject matter expert into data engineering or data and AI space or database cloud, whatever you want to call it. And the thing is, I have just started my career 1.5 years ago, so it's not much of a time that I've invested. Maybe this has something to do with the effort that I've put into, but I don't think time alone can define how much value I can deliver. And maybe it's something about myself that I don't believe too much in myself, but I don't think I am much qualified enough to be actually guiding someone, because I constantly make mistakes, and I think so do senior engineers as well. But it's very unbelievable that people have started to look up to me. And people often say that my LinkedIn profile is really inspiring, they found it very helpful. I could say my LinkedIn profile is helpful because that's what I post content for. But being inspiring is a really heavy word that I never thought I would be associated with, at least in this early stages of my career. Maybe this is something that my hard work has started to pay off. I don't know, but it was never out of motivation that people would look up to me, people would appreciate my work, or even criticize me. That was not the thing. The core intent of creating LinkedIn brand was to establish myself consistently on a platform, show up on a consistent basis, and try to deliver as much as possible. So that was the only fundamental thing that I wanted to do. And surprisingly, I've also started to attend a lot of meetups in this year. So I'm a very introvert personality. So if there happened to be someone that wanted to have a conversation with me, let's say around a year ago, I would be very shy. I would feel very awkward in starting conversations with them. And yeah, that was not a really great experience. But over a period of time, I have made sure to put out myself into uncomfortable situations. I've gotten out of my comfort zone to make improvements in myself. So, whether be it like a video that I'm creating right now, be it attending meetups, at seeking mentorship from engineers that I aspire to be. So, this is also one of the things that I encountered and have overcome recently, that there are certain companies that I would like to work in or work for, and I seek mentorships from engineers who directly work in those companies. And yeah, I do not work in Datadog, so this is one of the goodies that I received in the Datadog live event. So just make sure, don't mistake me for a Datadog employee. And one of the things that I have faced is I have an inferiority complex. So I always doubt myself, am I good enough to reach out to this employee at XYZ company? Should I actually be asking these set of questions to this engineer and so on? And that has been holding me behind for I don't know how many years. But ever since I have decided to become a little shameless from my end, and understood that there is nothing wrong in seeking guidance, and you don't have to feel inferior when seeking guidance, especially from good engineers, because the surprising thing is even they are very helpful and they are willing to help out if you are just as good as enough. that you prove that you're going to put in the effort. And I've been really grateful for how things have been working for me right now. So I never expected to see results so soon, but yeah, maybe life has different plans. And I just want to share to all of you people who are in the same age group as mine. So right now I'm 23.3 years old, so 23 years and 3 months old. By I was born in September 2002, so you can make the calculations. And really did not expect my life to turn out so good. So I always had this notion about gotten out of a tier 3 college. Would anyone accept me for this data specific roles? And will I really be able to make such a fortune out of myself? And I think you should just believe in yourself, stop being judgmental. And I started out reading self help books around 5 years ago, let's say, and I haven't been much consistent in that as well because there is a small library that I've built up for myself, but I don't read self help books as I used to, let's say, 5 years ago when I actually had the time to afford that. So there is a book I would recommend you to read, although I haven't myself read that book completely. The book's name is 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson. So there are only two chapters that really caught my attention, which were stand up straight with your shoulders back, which essentially means to face your problems bravely and take responsibility for your actions. And the second thing is something related to the inferiority complex that I mentioned previously is compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. So you don't have to compare yourself who is let's say working as a software development engineer to in Google or Amazon or Spotify. Maybe things worked out differently for him, but that's not the case for you. And also you should not compare yourself to someone who is let's say 30 years old and still unemployed. That's not the case. And the reason I'm making this video is because I am comparing myself to who I was, let's say, yesterday, or who I was 1 year ago or 1.5 years ago. And this journey for me has turned out to be quite remarkable. I did not anticipate a year ago or year point 5 1.5 year ago that today or 1.5 years later from that point of time my life would be so good. So at this point of time I'm really interacting with a lot of people, peers, mentors. I'm confidently creating content on LinkedIn, although I haven't started on YouTube as consistently as possible because YouTube seemed a little intimidating more than LinkedIn to me. And that is something that I'm going to start in year 2026 as well, because I don't want that fear of YouTube to hold me back. So 2025 was the year I overcome the fear of LinkedIn, so 2026 is going to be the year I overcome fear of YouTube. And I've also tried building a lot of projects, failed a lot, corrected faster, and I've tried to help a lot of people as well, so who are in the same position as mine. Or and the more surprising thing is, more than students or people of my age group, people much senior than me often reach out to me, hey, I would like to know your uh, point of view on these topics and what do you have to suggest. And that's really interesting thing to do as well. So I think that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to share that if you have potential, if you are really willing to do something, you shouldn't hold yourself back. Try taking that, give it a shot. If you want to pursue career in, let's say, video editing, try taking up some free gigs, build some freelance projects, get into that space so that you understand what video editing is all about. Try to build some really good connections around it, like I did for data engineering. The same can be done for athletics or fitness, or let's say online content creation of your niche, whatever you think. Just don't hold yourself back, and do not give a damn about, yeah, you got that right, what I was wanting to say. I just don't want my YouTube video to be taken down due to some copyrights violation or code of conduct violation. So don't give a damn about what other people think. None of these people are actually going to help you in trying to be the person that you want to be. And try seeking out help when needed. So The help can be anything. You could reach out to one of your friends to vent your heart out. You could reach out to your mentors, make new mentors depending on the industry and the goal you are targeting. And mind you, they are very helpful. You just have to show that you are worth their investment. That's it. So if you stay consistent, you follow up regularly, they are more than happy to help you. And yeah, I just want every one of my subscribers, I think I have around 20 to 25 subscribers only, and I'm not sure how many people would see this particular video, but every one of the viewers and subscribers that is seeing this video right now, I want you to live your life to fullest potential. The reason I'm telling this is, I didn't live my life to my fullest potential despite having good number of resources and good availability of resources. But it's very late, or it's only a year that I've started to take these things seriously. And by taking things seriously, I do not mean creating content on LinkedIn or building personal projects. That's very subjective. The thing about self improvement is very subjective, like I said. So maybe your plan of action could be completely different than what I'm doing right now, but the most important thing that I would suggest you to do is live your life to your fullest potential, fail fast, correct faster, and that's how you are actually going to grow. I was really lucky enough to have self control over myself, that every time that I wanted to quit, even LinkedIn, I did not. And this is exactly the time that is paying me off right now. So I have a few endeavors or side hustles, I would say, that I'm currently pursuing, and I'm really mad about it. I'm completely obsessed about it. One of which might be YouTube in coming time. But yeah, I just want you to take away one thing from this video, is that this is not any random motivation video. Take this as a advice or a message from a 23-year-old elder brother or younger brother, depending on what your age is, and just do yourself a favor. Try working really hard towards your goals, towards your ambitions, and be ruthless in execution. Be a strategic planner like Acharya Chanakya used to be. And this is something that I really wanted to share with a lot of people, or a few people who are my viewers and subscribers. So I hope this video has been really helpful. I am considering that I have been effective in delivering my message. And in this video, I'll actually also share my LinkedIn as well. So I tried to avoid sharing my Instagram because my feed is not as pure as I seem on YouTube videos. But still, maybe I would create another Instagram page or account that would be dedicated to my professional content creation only, and maybe I'll start posting over there as well. So it's like content repurposing. So everything that I post on LinkedIn can also be posted on Instagram and YouTube, but just in different formats so that it caters the needs of that particular social media platform. So yeah, let's see. Looking forward to more challenges, more setbacks, more improvements, and more feedbacks. So thank you very much, people. If you have actually stayed along for 19 minutes by now, I really appreciate your patience, because in this age of Instagram Reels, it's really difficult to have such long attention span. So, cheers to that. Do reach out to me if you need anything, and I'll see you. Bye bye.